Hello, beautiful friends. I'm Sherilyn, the Happy Stylist, and I promised you that we would continue our fantasy football program. Yes, I know not all my viewers want to hear about fantasy football because they've come to me for fashion tips and tutorials and reviews, but I thought I'd do something different and appeal to those women out there who really want to learn the game but have been too embarrassed to really ask because they get shut down either by their boyfriends or their partners or their husbands. And I just wanted to show you that you could do this and that it's fun and we can learn together. And so I wanted to just share my picks with you on who I got in our draft. Okay, I have two teams and I'm going to go over, one of my teams is called More Sugar because I love candy. So yeah, let's talk about that team. I think I did okay. My husband said it looked good to him, so we'll see what happens. And then throughout the season, of course, you can drop players and pick up players that are in the pool. So you always want to be on your sharp lookout and paying attention to who's getting dropped in the pool and who's injured, and you just got to keep up with it. Let's talk about who is on More Sugar. Okay, so for my quarterbacks, this is a 2-quarterback league, so we have a position called the flex and we have a position called the OP. The OP is offensive player. So that would be where you'd put your second quarterback. So I picked 3 quarterbacks. Now I'm just going to tell you my strategy last week. You heard me say I was going to go get Patrick Mahomes. He's my guy. Well, on both teams, someone else got him. And I kid you not, these are men players. And I told you usually the etiquette is you wait on the quarterbacks. Well, guess what? Someone immediately got Patrick Mahomes. I wasn't first in the draft. I was 10th on my first team. And for More Sugar, I was number 9, I believe. So I didn't get him. I was like, no way. 2 teams. And a man got him immediately. Picked the first pick was a quarterback. So it's on. Who I got for my More Sugar team is I got Deshaun Watson from the Texans. He's really great. Baker Mayfield, you know I told you I was going to try to get him. I didn't get him on my first team, but I did get him on More Sugar. Josh Allen will be my 3rd quarterback as kind of a sleeper pick with the Buffalo Bills. On running backs, Devontae Freeman with the Falcons. I know I did good there. Mark Ingram with the Ravens. Rashad Penny with the Seahawks. And there's you have to pick a lot of running backs. You have to pick a lot of wide receivers. They're going to sit on your bench. But in case a team's on a bye or someone gets injured, you know, you want to, and maybe they just don't have some good games. And you're always gambling. You're picking up from your bench and you're sticking them in to start. Jalen Samuels with the Steelers. I got Kalen Ballage with the Dolphins. And again, I might not be pronouncing the names right. Jerick McKinnon with the 49ers. Okay, wide receivers. Julio Jones! I got him on this team. Woo! I tried to get him on my first team. She loves the game, but I did get Julio on More Sugar. Don't let me down, Julio. I think he might be questionable to play right this starting of this season, which will be the Thursday of this week. But that's okay. He's going to do well. Julio, don't let me down. Julio Jones is with the Falcons. Tyler Boyd with the Bengals. Cortland Sutton with the Broncos. These are my wide receivers, if you're just tuning in. Corey Davis with the Titans. Marquise Valdez-Scantling, I don't know if I pronounced your name right, with the Packers. But Marquise, I end up getting you on both teams, so I know you're going to do me well. Yes. Kicker, Will Lutz with the Saints, and he's ranked really high, so I know I did well on him. Tight end, Evan Ingram with the Giants. And for my defense, I picked the Rams. So that is More Sugar. We'll see how that team does this year. I think I got a good lineup. Next, we'll go into She Loves the Game. Remember, this is the team that my husband says she doesn't watch the game, or she doesn't know the game. He changed my, he's a league manager, and he changed my name to instead of She Loves the Game to She Doesn't Watch the Game. But remember what I said this year, I'm going to try to watch the games, more of the games. I can't promise I'll watch the whole 45 hours of the game, but at least the last half of the game, maybe the whole game. We'll see how it goes. Set your sights here and maybe you'll do here. Okay, second team, She Loves the Game, or SLTG for the initials. This one, again, I tried to get Patrick Mahomes, but some other guy in our league picked him first, and I was number 10 on the draft lineup, the snake lineup. So I got Aaron Rodgers. I went, okay, you gonna play like that? Dink! I'm gonna get Aaron Rodgers. Now, Aaron, I just have to tell you something. You're a good-looking guy, but you got to get rid of the mustache. That makes you look like you're 20 years older than you are, and you're not. So, anyway, enough about that. I got Aaron Rodgers with the Packers. I got Phillip Rivers with the Chargers. Phillip's a really good quarterback. I think a lot of people overlook him, and I think he's going to have a really good season. That's my fantasy football 411 from the Happy Stylist. Kirk Cousins with the Vikings. He is my third quarterback pick because remember, the leagues that we play in are a 2-quarterback league, so you always want to have a third if you can, because they'll be sitting on your bench, but bye weeks and stuff like that, or if there's injuries, or they just aren't having a good couple weeks. Anyway, that could change at any moment. Running backs, Dalvin Cook with the Vikings. He's a good pick. Joe Mixon with the Bengals. Rashad Penny with the Seahawks. Justin Jackson with the Chargers. Wide receivers, I got Chris Godwin, or I'm sure it's Godwin, with the Bucks. Go Bucks, Tampa Bay! That's where I'm from. DJ Moore with the Panthers. How can you have less when your last name is Moore? Will Fuller, he is with the Texans. Marquise Valdez-Scantling with the Packers. Remember, I have him on More Sugar. And then I love this name. Remember how I said sometimes girls pick because of the names, but you also need to look at their rankings. Geronimo Allison with the Packers. Geronimo, with a name like that, how can you not have speed and affluency, grace, finesse, and bottom line, you have to be a superb player. You're going to do good. All right. The tight end I got was George Kittle with the 49ers. My kicker, Steven Hauschka. He did really well for me with the Bills. He did really well for me last year, so he's going to do great again this year. He's a consistent kicker. On the defense, okay, I got 2 teams. Sometimes I'll pick up one, and then, if they're on a bye or something, then you can pick up another out of the pool. But I went ahead and, yes, I'm that girl that puts one on her bench, and it's probably like, I want that team. Some other player is saying, I want that team, but no, you can't have them. I'm backpacking them, so you don't get the points. But anyway, it gives me a choice. I'll have the Ravens and the Jaguars. Both good teams. I think they're going to have a good year, so they'll do well for me defensively. So that's She Loves the Game. That's my picks for Fashion Meets Fantasy Football, because that's going to be our segment for the next couple of weeks. And I guess I should take these off because you can kind of see the light in it. Also, I always give a Fabumazing tip for my fashion followers. And this is the Fabumazing tip. Of course, if you have gray hairs, which, gray hairs, what's that, right? I don't have gray hairs. Anyway, you do get them one day or another, and some of us get them earlier than normal. I think I got my first couple when I was 21, but that all goes to my dad. Thanks, Dad, because you were premature gray, and I hear, must be some type of false rumor, that usually gray hairs follow the male lineage. Well, I don't know what happened, but my parents had 3 girls, and I think I'm the youngest to have gotten them so early. So, yeah, I know a few things about gray hair. So, yeah, guess what? I got some gray hairs at 21. Do I dye my hair? Sure, why not? Fight it with all you got, right? Just stay young forever, right? Okay, so this is what we do in between coloring the roots. It buys you time, it saves you money, and it's pretty easy. So say you have a few little gray hairs in between seeing your stylist, or if you color your own gray hairs, that's great too. For about anywhere from $4 to $6, you can do a cover gray stick. It looks kind of like a cover-up stick. I go to Sally's and get it. Sometimes they're on sale, like I said, between $4 and $6. And then you just take this, and wherever your little gray spot is, you want to not get it on your skin. Be very careful. You want to just go right at the roots. I don't know if you can see that. I have no gray hairs, so of course, right? So I'm not covering up anything. And make sure you don't get a wrong color. They don't come in a lot of colors, but you don't want something that's going to be like pinky brown when your hair is like more of a chocolate brown. So you might have to experiment with colors. I believe this is dark brown. But you don't want to get it on your scalp. You want to start very carefully from the top of the root down. Just brush down, and you can even brush it in with your finger or a hairbrush. You just want to brush it in and blend it so you don't have chunks. You don't have to wet this stick, so it's really great. And it's a great way to touch up, and then people don't know you have gray hairs. Shh. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Remember, Fashion Meets Fantasy Football. That's what this segment's about, or this show's about. And I'm going to bring my husband on because he is a know-it-all in the fantasy football world. I'm telling you. Get your pen out, get your notebook out, and take note. I hope to encourage women to start watching football with their husbands, even if you don't have a fantasy league, or hopefully you still have time to jump in and get a fantasy league and just have fun. Who cares? You don't win anything for it long term. It's just a title. You don't go to heaven and God says, hey, look in this closet in your mansion. This is what you have. 45 #1 fantasy football league winners. Ta-da! No, you don't get that. It's just for fun. Have fun. Tell your husband, have fun. Be nice. Be nice to your wife, or be nice to your girlfriend. She's trying to learn the game. So, thanks for watching. And remember, you're gorgeous. There's only one of you. And our motto, learn, laugh, live younger, and be the best you that you can be, because God only made one of you, and you are amazing. I'm telling you today, you are amazing. Thanks for watching, and have a happy day.